Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at these Exotac nanoStriker clones from EDC, the EDC fire starter. Alright, so you're probably wondering if you've ever seen videos for the Exotac, nanoStriker XL, what these are. And these basically are clones. It was actually my mistake. I ordered, and this was supposed to be an Exotac, and I got the package. They advertised it as one. And I saw the instructions, and I'm like, oh, cool, it really is. And then I open it up, and it's from EDC. But I'll tell you something. They work exactly the same. This one I've had for a while. This one I just picked up. They work exactly the same. They do exactly the same thing. And they run anywhere from $5 to $6 as opposed to $24. When I got this one, I really didn't know much about Exotac or what it would look like. I didn't realize they'd have the labeling on them, engraved. And I was like, yeah, all right, $6, no big deal. But I have used it, and they do work well. So what I'm going to do is demo these for you today. And I'm going to put these in my store so you can check them out. Again, I'm trying to be as budget-friendly on this channel as possible. And would you spend $24 for pretty much the exact same thing, or would you spend $5 or $6? So, it's up to you. The Exotac says it's made in the USA, yet honestly, my friend has one and they're exactly the same thing. This is by a company called EDC, okay? And I'm assuming that's everyday carry because that's the point of these. To have an everyday carry striker on your keychain or whatever. I carry a little survival keychain type thing. I don't keep keys on it. I have a whistle, and I have one of these little Nebo 20 lumen flashlights. And in here, I'm going to be getting another one of these little capsules. I carry a little old-fashioned lighter. I bought this at a a thrift store around here. And it's hard to get lit. It is full. The reason I have it in here is because the stuff dries up. Of course, now it won't light. There you go. It does take a few strikes. So I replaced the flint in it. I replaced the cotton inside, filled it up with some lighter fluid, and it works. But I had to keep it in here because it kept drying out. So I already have a fire source on here. But if this decides to not work on me, because it is older and kind of funky, something like this on that keychain would be really handy. So, let's tear it apart and show you what it looks like. It comes with rubber gaskets on all of the parts. This is your striker up top here. And you've got a rubber gasket around it. The striker is sharpenable, and if worse came to worse, replaceable. I notice it's just glued in there, so you could probably break it out and replace it. You have a little bit of cavity in there under your striker, and what I've done is I've just put some dryer lint in there. It's not a ton of tinder, but in a pinch, it would help out. Then you have this guy here, and this is your ferro rod, okay? So what you do with this is you take the bottom from down here, and you put it up top, and you can strike. It's ready to go. And that's what it looks like. Now, it is a small ferro rod. Obviously, you don't have the same surface area. You're not going to get those ridiculously huge sparks, but it will light things. I have tried this one with a bunch of different tinders, and it does seem to work very, very well. So, the scraper is H-shaped. I don't know if you can see that on camera. So it gives you 4 different edges if one gets dull. It does show you in the fake directions from Exotac how to sharpen these. So they can be sharpened, okay? So it's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple item. And we're going to, because I know this one works, and this one's actually going to go on my little survival keychain, we're going to test the new one that I just got, because this is more of a demo, and I want to keep this out here in my demonstration area. Again, too, they come with the O-rings, so it will stay dry. Let's put that up here. And there we go. So we're going to demo this in a second. I'm going to try it in a bunch of different tinders, and I'm going to tell you what I think of it. So we're going to start off with everybody's basic tinder here. Your cotton ball with, there we go. Cotton ball with your petroleum jelly on it. Seems to work very, very well. Let's put that guy out. Okay. Now we're going to try some fat wood. This may be a little challenge because you're not getting huge sparks off this. There you go. Took it right up. Yeah, it is a smaller ferro rod, so it's kind of hard, especially working around the camera. But hey, it did it. It lit. All right, let's move these out of the way. Let's find our next tinder. Good old-fashioned dryer lint. And I'm going to fluff this up a little bit. Oh, that fat wood smells so good. Really does smell good. Not getting a spark there. There we go. There's your dryer lint. That was fairly simple. I really did think I'd have a little bit of a problem lighting this because it's so small, you know, it's such a tiny little ferro rod. Now I will say one thing, and I don't know if this is true with the Exotac ferro rods. This one is getting pretty scuffed up. It's still working, but that also might have been from my own mistake of where I was kind of digging into it and scraping it wrong. But it seems to be doing the job. So let's try some Char Cloth. Char Cloth's gonna be a little tricky. I got a light on it. Oh, there you go. As you can tell, it's going. I'll just leave that in the back. Now, Charcloth, for those of you that don't know, and for those of you that are kind of new to preparedness, survival, outdoors, bushcraft, whatever, I'm going to be doing a video on Charcloth. I don't know why it's sparking like that. I guess it's the stuff I scraped off. On how to make it, and that's going to be out tomorrow. So make sure if you're just finding this video, or if you are a regular subscriber, to check it. I'm going to be doing a video on how to make this at home really, really simply. You see how well that works. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but that's just basically all engulfed. That's a great fire starter. And lastly, these guys here, these Zip fire starters. For those of you that don't know, you can buy them in Walmart. They look like this. We're going to try this guy out. Oh wait, I did forget one thing. I wanted to do my magnesium. I have a video on making this, by the way, if you're interested. It's my magnesium and wax jute twine. I just grind up some magnesium. The biggest thing is getting the dexterity down with this thing because it's so small. There we go. Once you get a good strike on it, the problem's halfway solved. So, that's the Zip fire starter. Now I am going to break some of this off. I don't want to do the whole thing. It'd be kind of wasteful. Break it up good. So as you can tell here by watching the demo so far, yes, it works. It does require a little more coordination and dexterity because it's so small, but it does seem to work very well. I'm also running across getting the stuff off it, the protective coating. There you go. So once you get the protective coating off it, that stuff just runs like crazy. And for those of you interested, I think I have a link in my Amazon store that has this stuff here, this Zip fire starter. And just a side note, this stuff smells really, 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 really strong when you open it. It has a very distinct, I don't know, diesel, gasoline kind of smell to it. But people do use these sometimes in place of Esbit tablets and those little stoves and stuff, so they are a handy thing to have. And I have a couple more boxes of those put away because I really like the way they work very well. So, let's move this out of the way and put that there. And I will show you the other one. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a pretty simple, basic item. It's not really difficult to use. To put it away, you're just going to fold everything back up. And there you go. And it comes with a little ring. Let me show you this. It comes with some extra O-rings in case yours break. And you see there's a little metal ring there. That metal ring goes in that hole, and you can put it on your keychain or your survival keychain. I'm probably going to end up putting that on there. Don't know if I'm going to want to have a big thing of paracord hanging off it, but you know, it's not bad. And the nice part about having a little keychain like this is it's not connected to your keys. You don't always have to have it with you. You know, if you're walking to, say, a business environment where you don't want to have a keychain like this dangling off, say, a bag or a work garment or whatever, you can take this off and you can just stick this in your desk or whatever. It can always be around. It can clip on you when you need it to, but it clips off and it isn't connected to your keys. So anyway, that is the EDC fire starters. They are clones of the Exotac nanoStriker. They seem to work very well, as you saw in the demo. I mean, I got everything I wanted to get lit. Coordination-wise, it's a little difficult. If you're new to using ferro rods and starting fires, you probably want to practice with a regular ferro rod first before buying something like this, because it's a little difficult, I'll be honest with you. Because it's small, it's the size. It's not the sparks coming off it, that works fine. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out our Amazon store. These are in it, they're the first ones in there, you can pick them up. Even if you don't want to buy anything in the store, you can click the link, do your regular Amazon shopping, and it helps the channel out, and we get a little bit back, and it doesn't cost you anything. It's not more expensive to do, and we can bring you more cool gear and stuff to test. And don't forget to check out our Thrive Life store down below. I've got a video coming up for Thrive that I want to do. That is one of those meal packet things that I'm going to be cooking, the simple plates. So don't forget to check that out. That'll probably be next week sometime. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.